I shouldn't have done it, folks. There I was on the top of Mount Katahdin, and I was saying disparaging bad things about Paul because Paul was supposed to bring the lunch. He didn't bring the lunch, but we found him. And you know how sometimes on TV they got shows now about people picking and doing this and doing that, and they're all famous. It's kind of like the doctor, you know, you get a real doctor and you get the doctor that plays one on TV. Paul's the real picker. He was out working hard. He's found all kinds of cool stuff. What'd you find while you weren't bringing him the lunch, Paul?
Well, what I found, and first actually let me tell you what a picker is. A picker is a person that runs around, and the way I do it, I go to a lot of yard sales, of course, but the best way that I like to do it is I like to go up and just knock on the door. Go up and knock on the door. I say, I buy anything that is old. Do you have anything that you want to sell? And you'd be surprised how many times I get in the house and find treasures, real stuff. This is one of the things that I found. This is called the doorstop. Weighs about probably 7 to 8 pounds. Goes way back into the 1800s. It's made by Hubley, and it's called the Senorita. Very valuable, very rare. Probably $200 to $300 for this one piece.
My trip up north wasn't a total waste. I was climbing down Mount Katahdin and I found this fine old chainsaw stuck in a tree up there. So as you're riding around looking at stuff, think of us. If you find something cool, bring it in. Talk to us about it. And you know, no matter what, you sort of have to take care of yourself. So always make sure that you bring your own lunch. Beach Cliff sardines, folks. One of the best lunches you could find. Can't get them anymore because they got shut down. Last sardine cannery in the United States. What else you got there, Paul?
Right here, I found this. I found this in a, it was in an attic. It was hot that day, but I crawled over a bunch of stuff because I could see it sitting over there in the corner. This is actually a leather lamp, and they have stretched it over a form, but you can see right underneath here that they have just bolted this into leather. Not a terribly valuable thing, just something that is very interesting. Cord dates it probably in the 50s. Nice design, hand-painted design all over it. 50s, 60s, just great. You can own it for $22.
That's a deal at twice the price. So come on down and see us, folks. We've got all kinds of good stuff. You got something else you want to show people, Paul?
Well, I'd like to show them one more thing here if I can find
it. In the meantime, while Paul's looking, you know, there's some unusual things. I don't know what this is, but it's cool. And we've got a few of them here at the Roller Rink Antique Mall, and it might be just what you're looking for to spice up that coffee table. Got one playing a guitar here, one sitting in a rocking chair. Here's Paul. Paul's got Mickey Mouse. How appropriate.
Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. I had to actually wrestle these away from a lady about my age. She didn't want to give them up. I told her I'll give you $5,000 a piece. She says, no, I won't sell them for less than $5
Probably
for the
some
pair.
little kid playing.
So I bought them. Went and looked them up. Yeah, that kid put up quite a fight. Walt Disney Production, Play Pal Plastics Incorporated. These are corkers, and you can own these $6 a piece.
You'll never find a better deal. Come on down, folks. See us at the Roller Rink Antique Mall in Detroit, Maine. What's that phone number? Well, I don't do that. Just wonder whose mouth's been on that. What's that phone number again?
That phone number is 207-487-5565. You'll find a treasure for all at the Roller Rink Antique Mall.
Detroit, Maine.
We're real. Hey folks, it's Brian back here with an answer to our WHATSIT. Remember Maureen was feeding elephants and I was pouring syrup all over pancakes? Well, we did get in touch with Paul. We're going to be able to find him. He's not here yet, but he had a lot more detail. That's really not what it's for. A lot of people had a hand in making these. Master, Pennzoil, Sunoco, Amoco. They were made in the early 1900s, and what these were for was for oil and to put oil in the early automobiles. Ball jar, Duraglass, Hazel Atlas. These were complicated and difficult, and this was the first attempt to have oil ready in service stations for the cars as more and more cars were on the road in the early 1900s. This one's vented at the top. There's a vent right here. Others were vented at the bottom, and that was a little tricky because how do you stand them up? Come across any of these, hang on to them. If you like antique cars, it'd be nice to have a few of these around. It's a really rare piece. Any you find, take good care of them. They're collectible. We've got a few here at the Roller Rink Antique Mall in Detroit, Maine.
Yep.
You find a treasure for at the Roller Rink Antique Mall, Detroit, Maine.